Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be jumping on Squiggle and I'm going to be predicting the rest of the 2022 AFL season on this website. Scroll through the margins, see what the live ladder looks like, and then go through my final series. Now, I'm not going to be boring. I'm not just going to pick the favourites in every single matchup. I'm going to go for a few upsets. So if you're a Geelong fan, don't be upset if I pick West Coast to beat Geelong at GMHBA. Although I heavily doubt I'll be doing that. Alright, let's get into it. This is this week. This game's on later tonight. I will be streaming this game. Make sure you go watch it. The link will be in the description. I'm going to go Melbourne to bounce back after 3 straight losses. I'd be shocked if they lose this. It'll be a great game of footy. I'm going to go Melbourne by only 10 points. I'm probably going to get through this quite quickly. We've got quite a few rounds to get through. I don't want this video to be super long. I reckon the Doggies should get done at Marvel by 25 points. That puts them into 6th. I do think the Bombers will beat the Eagles, although this is West Coast's definite best chance at a win so far this year. But I'll still go the Bombers by 5 goals. I think they just will get it done. And that actually puts North Melbourne on bottom of the ladder. Only losing by 5 goals makes West Coast percentage go up. That's incredible. Now, Carlton Freo, believe it or not, I'm actually going to go the Blues by 5 points in this one. I think we'll lose this game. I'll be streaming this as well this Saturday. And that puts the Blues in the top 4. Cats and the Tigers. I'm actually going to go the Tigers at the MCG by 20 points. I'll go the Swans at the SCG by 4 goals. I'll go the Crows, even though it's in Hobart, by 27 points, which puts West Coast back on bottom of the table. Collingwood Giants. I'll go the Pies by 15 points. And I will go the Power by 20 points into round 16. Brisbane by 6 goals at the Gabba. They should take care of the Bulldogs. I'll go the Blues by 13 points. At the MCG, I'll go the Swannies by 18 points. I'll go the Demons. You never know with the Demons anymore though, by 20 points. I'll go the Cats by 65 points. That'll be a killing. I'll go the Suns at Metricon. I'll go the Tigers in a big one at the G. I just don't see West Coast even challenging this game. I'll go the Giants. I'll go the Dockers by 23. I'll go the Cats. I'll go the Cats by 15. I'll go the Swans. The Pies should get this done quite easily at the MCG by a big margin. Keeping them in the top 8, wow. Richmond and Collingwood in that top 8, plus Carlton. 3 returns of Giants in finals. I'll actually go to the Suns at Metricon by 13 points. I'm going to go the Saints. We've got a Hoogle against the Saints. We can never seem to beat St Kilda at Marvel. I'm going to go St Kilda by 17. I really hope it doesn't happen though. Port Adelaide versus GWS. I'm going to go the Giants in this one by 16. They're in some great form under Mark McVeigh. I'll go the Brisbane Lions in a big one by 55 points. I still don't really rate Essendon, even though they've had a couple of big wins this season. I'll go the Hawks in this one by 22 points. Yeah, the Blues are a big... actually, it won't be as big. I'll go the Blues by 15. Carlton shoot up into 3rd. Wow. And the Dockers are out the top 4. Jeez. This just shows how tight this top 8 is. We're literally only 2 games out of finals. I think we'll make finals, but it's a really tight. You cannot afford to drop games. Because we could still very easily drop out the top 4. I'm still not confident. I'm actually going to go the Dogs in this one by 3 goals. A little bit of an upset. I'm going to go another upset. I'm going to go the Giants in Canberra against the Lions by 13 points. I'm going to go the Crows, another upset. It's a round of upsets. I can't upset this. It'll be the Tigers. I literally don't see North Melbourne winning again this season. I'll go the Blues at the MCG. Why not? Carlton on top of the table. Wow. At Optus, I feel like Freo are a better side. I'll go us by 22 points. Back into the top 4. And I'll go the Hawks by 44. And I'll go the D's by 35, putting themselves back on top of the table. But Carlton in 2nd. Wow. Now, I'll give the Bombers a win. I'll go the Bombers by 17 against the Suns at Marvel. At Marvel, I know we've got a little bit of a hoodoo there. We've won our last 2 games there. But Richmond arguably hate Marvel more than Freo do. I'm going to go the Dockers by 15. In a tiny upset. Kind of an upset. I know I said I don't see North winning a game for the rest of the season. Might as well give them a win. I'll go North Melbourne by 14 points against the Hawks in Hobart. It's their best chance at winning, really. The Swans by 40. They should get that one done. I'll go the Cats. I can't pick Port. I'll go the Lions by 15. I'll go... Screw it. I'm going the Doggies at Marvel. I'm going the Doggies in the second grand final rematch of the year. I'll go the Blueies. And the Blues going to be top of the table at the end of the round. And I will go the Pies. And I'll go the Saints by 52. Although West Coast are getting better. Don't be surprised if West Coast ends up with around 5 wins at the end of the year. Against Melbourne, again, I'm tipping Freo. I really do back us in at Optus. It'll be a cracker though. Friday night, win by 4 points. Collingwood, Port. I'll go the Pies by 3 goals. I'll go... tough game. This will be a great game. I'll go the Swans by 21. I'll go the Saints, by 26. The Cats by a big margin. The Dogs aren't that good this year. D's out the top 4. Wow, that is massive. I'll go... upset Central. The Crows. They always pinch a few of these games per year. They did it to Melbourne last year. They pinched Port Adelaide in the showdown this year. I think the Crows will win this by 15 points. Yeah, I don't see West Coast winning this. Gold Coast are too good at Metricon this year. Gold Coast on track for their best ever season, which is incredible. I'm actually going to go the Tigers in this one at the MCG. And then I'm going to go the Bombers. So there's the top 4. Fremantle, Carlton, Brisbane, Geelong, Melbourne out the top 4. That's how tight this season is. I'll go Melbourne. I'll go Melbourne in this one. They're back top of the table. I'll go Hawthorn in Tassie. I'll go the Giants by 18. I'll go Freo. We should win this by 10. Although if the Dogs get their game rolling at Marvel, they're a hard team to stop. I'll go the Cats by 29 in this one. I'll go the Port by... They always produce thrillers, these two teams. I'll go Richmond by only a goal. I'll go Sydney by, big one. Sydney into the top 4. Brisbane at the Gabba, they'll beat Carlton. Carlton down to 6th. I'm telling you, they were top of the table 2 rounds ago. Now they're in 6th. What a tight race this is. Look at that. 2nd to 6th, all on 14 wins. That is incredible. And then I will go... You know what? Screw it. West Coast get a win by 15 points. They beat Adelaide. There we go. Because I truly think that North Melbourne will win the Women's Spoon. Now I'll go Sangers. They get their run going at Marvel. I'm going Sangers by 3 goals. Saints back in the top 8. I'll go the Doggies in this one by 20. I'll go the Crows. I'll go Suns in an upset because we love upsets here. It's at Metricon as well. It's definitely a chance. Melbourne by 23. I'm scared about this game because West Coast will have a lot of players back by then. I'll go Freo by 38 though. I'll go the Tigers by 26. I'll go the Swans by 20. And I'll go the Power by... Actually, upset. Bombers by 8. Upset. That's what we like to see. Last round of the season, Brisbane, Melbourne. What a game this will be. I'll go the Lions at the Gabba by 17. Brisbane with the win. Melbourne could drop out the top 4 here. What a story that would be. I'll go the Blues by 11. I'll go the the Tigers by 25. Big one for the Cats. West Coast at GMHBA. And West Coast back on the bottom of the ladder. I'll go the Giants in Canberra. Why not? And I will... I'll go the Dogs. I'll go the Suns. They won't make finals, unfortunately. I'll go the Saints at Marvel. I think the Saints, when they turn on, they can really turn on. I'll go... But I just realised, if Sydney won that, they could have finished top of the table, which is mad. I'll go the Power. And that's it. I didn't want it to be this way. I didn't want it to make it look like I'm biased, but Fremantle ended up on top of the table. Geelong second, Brisbane third, Melbourne fourth. Look, if I just listed the top 8 best teams in the comp, this probably isn't how I'd have it, but it's how the season could play out with the fixtures, with obviously quite a few upsets thrown in there. 5th Richmond, 6th Sydney, 7th Carlton, and 8th St Kilda, just scraping to finals above the Bulldogs, the Suns, and the Pies. And then there's a big gap with like the Giants, the Power, the Crows. Alright, here we go. The first qualifying final, the Dockers and the D's at Optus. I'm actually going to go the D's in this one. More finals experience, obviously winning a flag last year. And they are a good side at Optus. They had a massive finals run at Optus last year. I thought they'd go win it and go into a home prelim final. Richmond St Kilda at the MCG. Saints do actually play some good footy at the G, but I'm going to have to back the Tigers in on this one. Saints Blues. I think I'm going to back in... Where's this going to be? The SCG. I'm going to back in the Swans. I actually think Carlton really do have the ability to go deep into finals, but get knocked out by the Swans there. And the Cats at the Lions. I assume they'll make them play at the MCG. Brisbane aren't very good at the MCG. I'll go the Cats, which sets up the semis to be Fremantle versus Richmond at Optus Stadium and Brisbane versus Sydney at the Gabba. I think we would beat Richmond at Optus in a semi, and I think Brisbane would beat Sydney in a semi there. So Melbourne, Brisbane, Prelim 1 at the G, Prelim 2, Geelong, Freo, assumably at the G. Prelim 1, I'm probably going to go with the D's. I know they did finish 4th in here, but that finals run, we know Richmond is so capable of, even if they don't finish top of the table, just going on a finals run. And that's what Melbourne have done here. And then Geelong Freo is such a 50-50 matchup. At the MCG, where it's not actually Geelong's home ground, and Freo are a decent side there. Do I just go the Dockers? I'm going to go the Cats, purely on finals experience. I'm going to go the Cats to make it into the grand final, although I won't be shocked if it is Freo. I'll go the Cats, and then grand final, Melbourne, Geelong. I'm going to go with the Cats. Screw it. I think the Cats will win the flag. Any of these teams in this bracket, by the way, the Dockers, the D's, the Tigers, the Saints, the Swans, the Blues, the Cats, the Lions, at their best, are all capable of going on a big finals run and winning the flag. But in this case, from the bracket, from the ladder, I do believe it will be Geelong who win the grand final. So, thank you all for watching. Obviously, just an opinion. Few upsets thrown in there. Not completely accurate, I assume, obviously. And, yeah, please take it lightly. Don't abuse me.